Bethel Clouds TV, empowering lives.
I know most of us must have been in these challenges. Mpaka unajiuliza, where is this God that I continue worshiping? And why should I be worshiping this God if there is no results? Because sometimes there is no results. Sometimes you are in a situation that you cannot be able to understand, why am I in this situation? Why am I facing this situation? At some point when I was in a prison, when I was waiting to be hanged, because I was to be hanged like tomorrow, and I had prayed, and many people came and prayed together with me. But the most people that disappointed me greatly ni wale wa pastor wa uko na sheikh wa uko, imams na pamoja na father, because every prison has a father, has a pastor, and has an imam. So all these people, they have to pray for you as now you go. So these people really, we had our own pastors, wakora kama sisi criminals ambao wameokokea kule, ama alikuanga pastor akaanguka akashikwa akapelekwa kule akaokokea huko tena akarudi tena akakuwa mwokofu tena. So we had our one who prophesied to me that I'm not going to die, but there is this imam, there is this pastor ambaye anakula mshahara wa serikali, there is this father ambaye anakula mshahara wa serikali, and they came, gathered me, and now they prayed to me the last prayers, because tomorrow I am going to be hanged. But inside, the prisoners like myself who are believing in the word of God, they told me that you are not going to die. Even me, I knew that I'm not going to die, I'm not going to be hanged. But how? Sikuwa na njia za kujua how I am not going to be hanged, because even the presidential pardon had refused. Bwana Yesu asifiwe sana. There was no mercy from anybody. Tulikuwa exhaust the court of appeals. Every court of appeal we had exhausted. We had even sought for the president to have pardon, but it didn't work. But still, I believed in myself, I'm not going to die. When Jogona came, Jogona is the hangman there. He used to come every day preparing me. Waruinge, siku ni 10 imebaki. Then I will abuse him, tell him no way no need akua. But how I was not going to die, I did not understand. And even the people, the prisoner, my fellow prisoners, that we were with them in prison, they also believed I'm not going to die. Because we prayed together, and the prophetic words came and said, God is going to use your situation to preach the gospel. But the people entrusted in changing people in prison, paying tax, taking home taxpayers' money, the bishops, the imams, and the fathers. For them, I had to go. For them, they came and prayed. The father came, akanipaka mafuta. Mwisho, Pastor akakuja, who was to prophesy life over my life. He came and said, now that you are going, I am sure that you have repented. I am sure the angels in heaven are waiting you, because already you are a righteous man. And they prepared me. Then he comes, the imam. Allahu Akbar. They said all these things, and they said to me, now that you are going, now that you are going, he didn't have room that I might not go. He didn't have an altar of saying that we are praying that the machine will not work, that we are praying president can call before we hang you, the president can call. We are praying that things can stop how they have been projected. They didn't have that. They said, now that you are going, men and women of God, people that they were supposed to preach to me life, people that were supposed to give me hope, people that were supposed to give me direction, they came to prepare me for the death. And even previously, the prison management had called me to ask for anything that I want, because before they hang you, they will tell you, come and ask for whatever that you want. If it is a woman, they will bring the woman that you want. You choose the woman, they will go get him. Hata kama ako Mombasa, watalipa tikiti wakuje. You enjoy the last meal. Bwana Yesu asifiwe sana. Kama ni kanyama unataka, kama ni kavodka unataka, whatever that you want here, you will be given a whole week of enjoying them. Because now you are going. The atmosphere is already prepared for your living. The atmosphere is ready. They have prepared. The prison warders, the pastors, the bishop, the imam, the father, they have prepared the ground for you to go. The machines have been tested that they must not fail. Then you had a message by your fellow prisoners, because when you get saved, you really get saved when you're in prison. If there are people that will go to heaven without hesitation, ni watu mtu yote mwenye amefugwa prison, mtu mwenye anatumikia kifungo, those guys are really saved seriously. Na wale wanaenda kuhukumiwa, kunyokwa ama kuhukumiwa, those people, if Jesus came today, they will be the first people in heaven, because serious they are saved. Bwana Yesu asifiwe sana. They even speak in tongues. They even prophesy. They see things because they are holy. Kule ndani ni kukaa holy. Hakuna maneno mingi unafanya. Hakuna mambo. Because you are really praying for God to feel that mercy on you, that you may be set free. So you must do everything possible that will make God be happy with you, so that he can release you. So those guys, kama kuna watu wameokoka, they are in prison. People that will go to heaven without a question, they are in prison. You go, you find them worshiping. I'll put one day I built pale Kamete, nilijenga kanisa yetu ya Murukoruko. Nilijenga kanisa. When siku ya kufungua, I went there to worship, and I'm preparing, nitaongea na management tuende huko sasa, tuende siku moja kanisa, kutembelea ile kanisa nilifungua huko Kamiti. Na nilienda nikaijenga na nikanunua mashini zote na viti na kila kitu. It is still existing. Let me tell you one thing. The day you go to prison and find them worshiping, you just go and kneel down there. Waambie Mungu nataka kuokoka. Those guys, they worship. This guy you are told that huyu aliua mtu, huyu alifanya. Those guys, they worship until the presence of God feel. Things happen in prison. But because of the fear of what is about to happen. We here, we are good, we are comfortable, we are living in a comfortable life because we have not reached a point that this is the end of you. The day I was going to be hung, they prepared me, and it was around 10 a.m. because that was about the ruling. Ilikuwa imesema ninyongwe saa 4, and the judge will come and sign the documents. The officer in charge will come sign document. The pastor will come and pray and sign a document. The imam will come and pray and sign a document. The father will come and pray and sign a document. And you also will sign a document that I'm going. Then I was taken, knowing now this is the end of me. Knowing that I am, in the next 3 minutes, I will be kaput. Bwana Yesu asifiwe sana. You are walking the stairs knowing I'm going towards my death. I am going towards now. I am not going to see the world anymore, because remember, I ate my food yesterday, the final food yesterday, the most delicious, because I called to be brought in enough good food on the request of the prison. They have given you, guaranteed you, and told you, go ask for enough food that you want to eat, because tomorrow you'll be able to eat. And now you climb the stairs knowing I am going to die. You are unafungwa minyororo, unafungwa miguu na mikono, unafungwa minyororo na mikono inafungwa na nyuma, then unawekwa kagunia kamfuko ka black, then unapandishwa juu, unavyo kanyaga hapa, unakanyaga hapa, then down there the very pastor who is supposed to speak life to you, he comes for the last prayer. He prays for you. The father who is supposed to speak life over your life, he comes to say, In the name of the Father, the Son, and this. Is it from what? Is that so? Where do you start? Here, the Son, the Holy Spirit, and the Mother. And he did this. I saw him. This. Then he said, then akakuja na kamafuta. Akakuja na kamafuta. Akanifanya. The worst thing that he did, he also blessed the machine. Oh my God. And it was my last. Then I reminded God of what I had told Jogona. I am not going to die. I told God, because I was told by one criminal pastor in prison, akasema ukifika huko useme I'm not dying. Because that is what he said. He had somebody speaking to him. Tell Waruinge akifika kwa machine aseme I am not going to die. Bwana Yesu asifiwe sana. Nikisimama tu kwa mashini, nimekaa tu, kuna mahali unaigiza hivi mguu na hivi mguu, ndio sasa i slide, because the machine inakaa, it is supposed to ukislide, ndio sasa kamba ikushike, ndio uhang. So Jogona went down after the prayers and after the signing of the documents. Jogona went down to prayers and he called me, Waruinge, nilikwambia nini? Nikamwambia guyeno ndirakua. Nikatere nikasikia mashini ukasikia ikizima koko, ikazima. Na ikizima, that's the end of the judgment. Na Yesu asifiwe sana. It cried. Ikasikia uko chini, yani koko, ikazima. So the mabati didn't open. They cannot repeat the exercise until you are taken back to court on another charge, for you to be hanged on another charge, because the judgment has been done and the machine has refused. So, and this previously, as I was there, I remembered the words I told Jogona, kuyeno birakwa. So these things, they do happen to us. Not for you to be destroyed, not for you to be succumbed, but because God wants to use you. Then as I walked out of the prison, nobody had come. My brothers didn't come. My mother didn't come. Nobody had come because they knew I'm going to die. They were to home. But some friends came because I called them after the machines didn't work. I was told now prepare to go home. And I called a friend to come and pick me. And as I went home, the first thing I saw my brothers, my sisters, they were in shock. Not in shock that I've been released. They were in shock. This man is not yet dead. Because they knew the report. They came and beat by to me. They came and said, well, and even I think in their mind, walijua hesabu moja imeondoka kwa mgao wa familia. Bwana Yesu asifiwe sana. I saw my brother perplexed. I saw my sisters were perplexed, and they could see one of my sisters, ni kama aliona ghost, alikuwa narudi nyuma hivi, nikamwambia nani ye? Akaniambia kama akorekia. Hear the question, kama akorekia. It's not that they were asking, we knew you are going to come out. Si ni mzuri. Wacha ikae tu hapa. Asante sana. God bless you. Asante. Na Mungu akubariki mpaka ukae mtu mzuri kama hivi umekaa mtu mzuri. Bwana Yesu asifiwe sana. They didn't ask a question or being a question of happiness. Hayakai. No kaima kurekia. because to them it was a deal done. Sometimes in our lives we are living like a deal is already done. They have signed your signature. They have done it. They have completed their mission. You are not going to survive anymore. You are not going to become whatever you wanted to become. You are not going to achieve the company. Your company has been locked down. Your family does not want to see you. Your people around you does not want to be engaged with you because the deal is done. You are no longer the person that they wanted. You are kaput. Everybody to me I was past tense. It is only me who believed that still God is with me. It's only me who believed, and the prisoner that was in prison, that guy had been taken to prison on a rape charges, but he got saved inside. And I asked him, before you pray for me, did you rape? He told me, yes, I raped. But God is still speaking to me. And God used that man, the rapist, and he told me, when you go there, go and declare this word, that I am not going to die. When I declare those words, I'm not going to die, I refused to die. Tell your neighbor, refuse to die. The situation may seem impossible. The situation may look that it's not working. The situation may be, imeandikwa na hata wewe unaona there is nothing can change, because we had sought the pardon of the president, we had sought the pardon of the high court, we had sought the pardon of the appeal court, and nothing seemed to work. We went to the Kenya court and nothing seemed to work. They all prepared because they knew, even the president was waiting to hear that hii kakitu kanatusubua kamekufa. But when the machine refused, everybody was disappointed. Everybody looked down. Jogona looked down. The prison commander Isaiah Usugo looked down. Nobody again looked up. The father who was waiting to now, after the job has been done, I'll be dropped down, then I'll be taken to the morgue. The father was also facing down. The pastor Kemani, anaitwa Kemani, he wants to come to preach in this church. Kemani, you want to come here? You want to come? He called me. I want to come and see how God has used you. Remember, I used to preach to you that God will use you. Then I reminded him, but you came to pray for me when I was on the machine. How did you expect me to preach? But we will have decided and said that you are done. But one thing I want to tell you tonight, that you are not done, but you are beginning a new journey. Because when the machine refused, I was set back to go home to restart my life. And I was set free. When I went home, even my wife was not looking at me, because they knew I'm dying. They knew I'm not coming back. They knew everything. And in fact, could be mataito zingine zilikuwa zimeanza kubadilishwa. The thought is, kwa makarata zingine zilikuwa zimeanza kubadilishwa. The thought is, labda mpaka majina ilikuwa imeanza kubadilishwa. Maana the man has gone. Hata the thought is, the thought of a weird man, of mtu ambaye ni kama mtu ambaye ni simu wakofu sana. The thought is, alikuwa tasha ameanza kuconnect another new man. Because will you wait for a dead man to come? That's the thought. That's the thought from a weird man like me then. Venye nilifikiria, venye aliniangalia na venye aliniona, because I asked her, "Siunipatie chakula?" He was just looking at me. Yani, you have come back and I was prepared to get to someone. Yani come back na title zilikuwa already now in the process to anza kutengeneza title zikie. You've come back, kwa account yangu by then ilikuwa na 121 million shillings. Yes, you've come back and 121 million shillings was supposed to be mine. Those are the weird thoughts that I had in myself. Not she was thinking, it's the weird thoughts that I had. Because for them, I was done. But with God, I was not done. I was still there to preach the word I'm preaching to you today. That the word today I'm preaching because of the experience that God passed me through. The experience that God took me through, because God was preparing me for today. God was preparing me for tomorrow, that what's going to happen tomorrow. God was preparing me for you to come and sit here and listen to me, that message, because it will encourage you, it will change you, it will change your version, it will make you a different person altogether, because the glory of God will be with you. Some of the afflictions that we get into, they are afflictions that will make us being better and strong. And that's why I normally keep asking, why me?
Bethel Clouds TV, empowering lives.